Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm reviewing Watchdogs for the PS4. Watchdogs is an open world adventure action game developed by Ubisoft. In Watchdogs you play as Aiden Pierce, a hacker and vigilante on a quest for revenge in the city of Chicago. So what is it like to play? Well, being a hacker means you've got access to some very cool stuff indeed. This version of Chicago is an interactive one, where you can hack traffic lights to cause accidents, profile any person you walk by and hack their bank account, or use surveillance cameras to digitally access unreachable locations. Aiden has access to weapons, but whether you use them or not is up to you. You can use deadly force, or you can just be stealthy instead. This freedom to be yourself as Aiden is a highlight of the game and allows you to progress as you see fit. As you complete missions and activities, your levels will increase. These lead to skill tree improvements for things like stealth, hacking, combat, again depending on how you want to play it. You can also craft items on the fly once you've unlocked schematics, like items that will lure enemies to a certain place, creating explosive grenades, or items that will cause a mass blackout, allowing you to escape. The gunplay is pretty strong with punchy weapons, good effects and a more visceral style than the more recent Watchdogs Legion. The game is broken down into chapters with a variety of missions to complete. One thing I really liked was the cinematic feel of most of the missions. They're well presented with good dialogue and excellent variety from one to the next. Some involved stealth, some had fun driving sections, some had good combat, some had hacking lots of devices, very varied. Like there were missions, for example, like where I felt like I was in a bank heist scene from the movie Heat, or one where it was very akin to the getaway driver scene at the beginning of the movie Drive. Really nice variety, but also really sort of scene, what's the word I'm looking for? Cinematic, but also atmospheric in terms of filmic style. Really nice. Side missions also, they're everywhere too, and in general I would say they're quite varied, give you enough different activities to get into. They've also got some nice mini games, fun things like having a drink down the pub, augmented reality sort of like Space Invader type things you'd expect to see in a Saints Row game-ish. Another good feature is the storyline. It's a well written, interesting and engaging narrative with believable characters who deliver their lines in a realistic way. It's a marked change from Watchdogs Legion, the only other game in the series that I played. It's more mature here, more adult and more like a proper film as opposed to the usual childlike dross that you get in video games. It is kind of strange as well to see well written characters in an Ubisoft game. I mean, they can do it, this shows it, and they've done it in other games, but generally they're very sort of up and down, so it's nice to see it here. In terms of the open world of Chicago, it's an interactive and interesting location to explore. Also, it's really nice to see a different city in an American kind of based game instead of New York. Chicago's a very interesting place. If you've ever been there, it's something different. It doesn't always have to be in New York, does it? The driving I really liked. I don't know, there was something about, like they have camera angles where you're like first person in the car and you can see the wheel and the sort of the hood of the car. For some reason, I don't know what it is, it just felt remarkably authentic and really kind of something about it I really liked.
We've got a patrol car in pursuit of suspect.
Please, don't move!
I'd say Watchdogs, it also felt a bit like if Assassin's Creed was set in modern day era. This is kind of what it would be like. It's got that feel to it in some elements, like the long trench coat vibes and the stealthy aspects and like walking amongst the crowds, give me Assassin's Creed vibes. Multiplayer also features with other players invading and hacking you. Now it's a nice touch. I didn't exploit too much, but it did work well when I did. Mini games, like I said, they're fun and there's enough light relief here just to take you away from the serious story if you just want to piss around for a bit. Visually, it's a beautiful game generally considering its age. Chicago, well created, the characters look good, the details on the facial animations are nice, the outfits are very sort of intricate, cannot fault the visuals really. In terms of sound, the game features a nice catch-up voiceover. Like every time you start the game, Aiden gives you a little sort of summary of where we're at. That's great for me because I play lots of games and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Oh yeah, thanks Aiden, cheers, right, let's go do it. Very helpful. The characters, they deliver their lines really well. The voice acting, I would say, is good on the whole, good direction. Music, yeah, not bad. The radio stations up and down, some good, some perhaps not. Right, good and bad points. The good points: the interactive city is interesting to explore, hacking is great fun and has infinite creative possibilities, the story is well written and well paced, gunplay is strong as is the driving, and the mission variety is about as good as it gets. Bad points: the customization options are a little bit limited, the melee combat is underdeveloped, and the main story does drag on a little bit. Right, the verdict. Watchdogs is a mature, intelligent and varied open world crime adventure. It has a wonderful amount of variety in the gameplay and the missions, whether it's using stealth or all-out combat, and driving mixed in with an amazing hacking system. I really enjoyed the story, how it unfolded, and the missions really sort of drew me into the narrative, which made me care about the character.
DedSec says that someone else has the system hacked. I took it and I gave it to you.
Now, hold on. I didn't give it to anyone. I wouldn't.
We need to trust each other.
I've only played Watchdogs Legion before this, which I did enjoy also, but you know, this first game is a lot more of a serious, intelligent, cinematic, better written, like genuinely interesting adult adventure, whereas Legion was a bit like silliness, but still fun. I really enjoyed this one. I'd strongly recommend it. And right now, I mean, this is just cheap game. What the hell is that? Am I ever turned into like Tweety Pie? I got this for £3. Bargain. Like £3 for this. This is one of the best games I've played recently. So yeah, if you haven't tried this, go to your local bargain store. You'll probably see about 100 copies because it's so old. But still, old but gold. Very good. Right, scoring. Watchdogs. I give it a 9 out of 10. Very good. Okay. There's my review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like it, comment, subscribe to my channel, become a patron. Whatever takes your fancy, you are more than welcome to join the channel. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.